Welcome to the Tone Jerks podcast. I'm your host, Brian Gower, and with me today we got...
Kyle McIntyre. Oh, yeah.
McIntyre. So, a little late here, so we missed a normal release day. So, like I said, it's kind of a 1-2 punch here. Kyle had something, I had something. So
yeah. So, I had a funeral, so I think I had a better excuse than you, but...
and then you had, like, family over. You were staying with family, so it's like schedule of when we could record was a little different. And then a day that Kyle could, I was going to see a movie with a friend. Went to go see a Sword Art Online, which is an anime movie.
Oh, yeah.
It was good. And I went with...
Super important.
Well, it was, like limited release time, like maybe a couple days.
Only like one theater was playing it or something.
And then so I went with my friend Jen, who I hadn't seen in over 3 years.
Wow.
Since pre-pandemic. So friend Jen, she used to be a coworker, and then we would go see anime movies together because we were both fucking nerds.
Nerds.
Nerd dorks. We'd go, see movies in theaters together because it'd be like, oh, it's more fun to see a movie with people than by yourself. Anyways, shout out to her. She was one of the main people who inspired me to start a podcast, because she was like, why don't you? It's like, you have the means to record. Yeah. You like talking about...
Why are you lazy fuck?
You like talking about gear and stuff. I'm like, just go for it. And I'm like, oh, I don't know why I don't. and then because I started getting into podcasts and talking to her about it, I'm like, oh, I like this. I like listening to... It was back then I was listening to like Bill Burr, I think Guitar Nerds, and a few other podcasts, probably 60 Cycle at the time. I'm like, oh, why didn't you start your own music or gear one? I'm like, I should. So it was cool hanging out with her, seeing her, and then also seeing the movie, what Kirito and Asuna are doing. And it was a movie.
Kirito, we know what he's doing. Fucking slaying.
Yeah. Dual wielding.
Always. He's the main character.
He's the main guy. But it's, I guess for those unfamiliar, it's like the series Sword Art Online, it kind of like got started, and then it like in the first season, it like jumps up like, all right, so this is happening, and then 2 or 3 years pass by, and then we catch up with them again. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
And then so now the movies are going back. I'm like, well, let's talk about what happened in those 2 or 3 years.
Well, yeah, you go from seeing a character every day, every minute of their, and then the series ends, and you're like, okay, and then they start another series, and it's like,
well, it's actually was the same season, but it just time jumps. I'm like, all right, now we're 2 years ahead, and they're still in this world. And it's like, anyways, so it's like the movie is in between those two, so it's like any stakes, there's no stakes in the movie. It's like, oh, do these main characters who we know finished season 1 go on to season 2, 3, and a future movie? Do they die? Of course not.
Yes.
Oh no, Kirito's hit and he lost his sword. Is anything going to happen? No, of course not. Absolutely, of course not.
So stupid.
But it's still fun just to go to.
Oh my goodness.
So it's what
am I getting all worked up about?
Yeah, but
I know this fucker is gonna be in 3 other things.
Yeah, it's gonna be other series.
Yeah.
So but yeah, going to see it. It's one of my movies for the year, I guess, number 3 that I've seen. So, but yeah,
that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Seeing as you should have like a tally mark on your wall. I should like a fucking prison.
A notes section in my phone to be like, okay, the movies that I've seen in the year. So 3 for the year. But anyways, so that's I almost stepped on your what's new with my what's new, but that's one of the reasons why
that's fine. It's all right.
We missed it, but maybe this is a combined what's new for both of us. We actually finally passed 300 subs on YouTube.
Yeah.
So, yay, pat us on the back.
Yeah. You get mine for me.
Yeah. So thanks to everyone who has subscribed. But if you're listening to this or watching it on YouTube, it's funny, the podcast episodes are all over the place. Sometimes it's like 6 views. Sometimes it's like there's 120 or 300 views. I'm like, I don't know. If you happen to watch this and you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel here. So anyways, that's our what's new. But Kyle, what's new with you? What's new in your world? What's shaking? What's grooving? What is good?
Well, I mean, you can see my neck a little bit here. I got a haircut. So
Yeah.
that was in preps of, I kept just in horror thinking of what my mom would say if I showed up to that funeral like I was going to a fucking NASCAR event.
Oh,
No,
like, yeah.
Woo! So,
Praise Dale, praise Dale.
So, yeah. So I got just about everything.
Yeah. Oh, you had your mullet. You cut it.
I know. I had to get rid of the mullet, man.
All right. Well,
but
it's
I got
hair.
my front mullet here still.
It'll grow back.
Yeah, that's the only thing. It just takes a little bit of time. I had that thing fucking looking awesome.
Right.
But hopefully it'll be back in time for summer because protect this.
What did your wife
sweet,
think of the
supple
mullet?
neck? She liked it. She thought it was fine.
He was like,
From behind, she could grab it.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah.
No, like a bucking bronco.
Yeah.
Anyways, no, yeah, she thought it was fine. She liked it.
Like, I don't give a shit about what you do.
Yeah, you can't. Only God can judge me.
She says.
I hope he does. Yeah.
She says to you, she's like, I don't give a shit about anything that you do, Kyle. And you're like, man, she loves me. my wife adores me.
Yeah, so I wanted to go in there and just get like trimmed around my ears and like get it tightened around the top and then just leave the back and maybe trim the back. And then I'm like, man, I can't walk in there,
Yeah.
It would be like almost like it was a joke. Like if I was walking in there like, check me out.
Get the Theo Vaughn style.
Yeah. Oh, you guys ever notice? Anyways. That's not how he sounds. Like California surfer.
It doesn't.
Yo, dude. That doesn't sound Philadelphia either. Fuck. Anyways, I was in his stomping grounds actually.
Yeah.
When I was over in Louisiana.
Nawmsayin.
But yeah, I had to get rid of it. I think I talked it over with the barber too. He's like, yeah. He's like, and it's funny. I saw like 3 children walk out with frickin' mullets, and I'm walking in there with a mullet. Yeah. Thanks, mister. They're walking out with candy cigarettes. No.
Real cigarettes.
Yeah. They have the chew in their mouth. It's like the jerky chew.
Yeah.
Like, thanks, mister.
Yeah. It's a skull.
Yeah, I talked it over. Well, yeah, and, I'm like, I don't want to piss my mom off. And I know it's not my mom's decision.
Yeah.
But I don't want to bring shame to my mom.
She's living rent-free in your head.
Yeah. So, anyways, got my hair cut. I think it looks fine. I was front and center, which is good. I was front and center. I was in some of the video for the photography clips for the funeral. So,
Yeah, you don't look like a hipster doofus.
Yeah. I mean, I already have that problem anyways, but anyways.
You wear your nicest nicest trucker hat to the funeral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had the big 3 on there.
Yeah.
That a Dale.
Trucker hat, black card heart, shirt. Your
do I go Dale or do I go Dale Jr.? Which one?
For the funeral. And then you got your black Wranglers.
Got Jeff Gordon too, but I mean, I don't know about Rainbow to a funeral.
And then you got the black Red Wings. That's your Kyle's funeral drip.
I did wear, I actually had Red Wings.
Yeah.
Had my brown pants. I got a Wrangler shirt at Walmart.
Uh-huh.
And I wore, it was cold, so I wore like my freaking jacket. Like I wore like my Duluth jacket. So
yeah,
I'm like, it had a hood on it, which I noticed no one else had a hood on their jacket.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh well, this is all I have. So
just tuck mine in.
Yeah, it's like puffy thing on the back. Yeah. You look like a freaking linebacker.
Yeah.
Anyway, so other than that, before I left, I was jamming on like a walrus board that I have. It's I kind of see it behind me here. Oh, I literally just grabbed all walrus pedals.
Oops, all walrus.
Not all of them. Not all of them, but like 2 drive pedals, a delay, and was it the reverb? And I found out that.
Huh?
Come on. I forgot it was stuck down. That this Janus pedal, this orange one, I need to send in because it's not working. So with the joysticks on there, like you're fucking flying a drone.
Yeah.
Actually, it was me with the balloon, the Chinese balloon. I was
Yeah,
oh shit,
It was actually me.
dodging missiles and shit. I was like, oh god. Anyways, so yeah, it doesn't always work. So it passes sound when it's off, but you start moving these things. Yeah,
with that
cool.
Chinese spy,
That doesn't.
China spy balloon or whatever it was. It's just like, if that motherfucker ever comes over me, this is what they're gonna see. It's somebody with the Beyblade. They're releasing a Beyblade out.
Whipping that fucking thing like
the balloon. This is another one with somebody throwing a Pokeball. This motherfucker's gonna see this. Last thing this is doing, they're gonna see.
Never saw that.
Oh.
That's pretty damn good.
Because I watch anime, and then so that's my algorithm.
Probably
Beyblade and anime Pokeball.
the dude whipping that fucking a foot and a half cord like it's 6 feet long.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, so yeah, I got to send this in. But another thing I realized, I don't know if I really like that descent pedal. Like the reverb, it's a reverb pedal, right?
Well, that was the one that has like the 3 settings, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so it's got like a hall, I think. It's got like a shimmer and one other. Doesn't
it get like pretty crazy when you said?
Yeah, but it sounds so digital still. It sounds like I know it's a digital reverb, most likely, right? I'm sure it is.
Don't have actual like Grand Canyon packed in there, or
there's not a whole cathedral with a choir in there.
Spring tank in there. Jesus, Kyle.
Yeah. So it's a digital reverb, but it doesn't sound like the processing. I think I can just hear it.
Do you think after you're spoiled after playing the Strymon for so long?
Yes. Okay.
So
I know
a $500 pedal.
Yeah. Wow, this pedal I got for $110 doesn't really stand up to this one that, I had to lowball the guy just to get it under $400.
So I didn't have to put a second mortgage on that.
Second mortgage. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, I think, I don't know if I really like it, but I'd probably still keep it because I can't get rid of that shit. It's Walrus, dude. But,
yeah.
I do like...
The only things you ever gotten rid of, like, I've literally sold for you.
You've had to do it.
There's things you...
Just get it out of my sight.
No, you hated. And then I'm like, I'll sell it for you. It was nothing that, like, really brought in a lot of money or anything, but it was like like some MXR Prime distortion, right?
Yeah, Prime, and then also...
The Grand Magus from TC Electronics.
Oh, yeah.
Like, a grand total of probably $30 came your way.
Bingo.
And after I wet my beak, you got $10 out of that deal.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm always looking out for my bros.
I love it when my boys thrive.
Having to deflect all those like Craigslist ads, the responses that come towards you. I can sell this for you. You're like, I'm already doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't take my job.
Yeah.
Other than that, I guess I'm all musiced out.
Mm-hmm.
On the funeral journey we went to do. It was just music for hours and hours, because that's what my family likes to do, just kind of play bluegrass and country folk songs and stuff. And I'm like, man, I was playing bass
for the jamboree.
I know, but when it gets to like 12 o'clock at night, you've been playing for 4 hours already or longer, and you're like, man, I'm gonna just set this down. I don't think anyone's gonna miss the bass out of the mix here.
You're like, I'm gonna set
boom. Yeah.
You're like, I'm gonna set this down and pick this up.
Jesus Christ!
You kill yourself. You're just Bud Dwyer out of there. All right.
Yeah. Yeah. I think. And I was just so tired from driving. That's like, well, it's 12. Let's just. If I put this down, maybe someone else will go, oh, that's an option. Maybe we can all set our instruments down. It's like an armistice,
Mm-hmm.
like a treaty agreement. It's like, oh shit, we can do that.
It's legal.
Yeah. Anyway, so super tired from. I haven't really played anything. I just been except for video games.
We come back to clear my mind from playing music too much.
So I got the new the Hogwarts Legacy.
Yeah, the new
game
Harry Potter guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I heard a lot about that. That's supposed to be like. It's been a long time that was announced or whatever to it coming out. So I listened to
they delayed it a lot from what I hear.
I get my video game news from Adam Blank. Remember the game? He has a news podcast for video game news. And then I'm like, he's funny, so I listen to it. Even if I'm like, let's listen to PS5 stuff. I don't have a fucking PS5, but still, he delivers. What's going on. And then, I kept hearing that was a really big game, really like a lot going into it. And then also, it's supposed to be like a next gen thing, so it's like Xbox.
It's the Series X, whatever.
Yeah, and then PS5, and PC. And then they're also like, they also announced a Switch port, and then PS4. It's like, Jesus Christ! It's like they're gonna dumb that version down. It's gonna look like Lego bricks.
Yeah, might as well just play the Harry Potter Lego games.
Yeah, it's just like, then why even do it? But it's like, they delayed the Switch port until July. I'm like, don't even put it on Switch. Switch we know it's not as powerful as a PS5. You don't have to let's get it out anyways. If somebody wanted to play a crazy next gen graphic, powerhouse of a game, they're not going to play it on Switch because they know that's not what it's there for. It's meant for baby games.
Yeah. It's
cool.
What I do like about, I'm kind of changing gears here but still about this Hogwarts shit.
Yeah.
Is I do like the fact that you play other games, let's say based on a book or movie or whatever, and you're stuck in that area. Like you're stuck in the whatever the movie is or whatever. You're already playing the storyline, but this is different. This is different storylines, which is great.
It's set in that world pretty much, right?
Yeah. And you would explore that world free roam, which is awesome.
Yeah.
So was it just yesterday or last night I got my broom for the first time and I was like, fuck yeah, dude. Fucking just ripping around, just doing my thing. Just what I like to do with these free roam games, and that kind of even goes for GTA and other things. I like to discover everything first, where everything is, and I know when they're talking about stuff, they reference something, you kind of know where it's at, or you've already done the fast travel for it. So I'll discover the fast travel points for everything, especially with Red Dead. You just kind of wander around, you discover the town or whatever,
right.
Then you can just go there.
Mm-hmm.
It's on the map. It's marked.
Cut in here, but I do, riffing on your what's new. But it's that for Breath of the Wild. Big part of it. It's you open up different parts of the map that you can find and see. You have to go to these certain towers and unlock them.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 and then you get more this chunk of the map. And so I did that first. One of the first things I kind of did. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to every tower and unlock the map so I can know where I'm going. So
you have to be careful though, because the way they set these maps up, usually it's around where you first start is level 1.
Yeah, no,
and
exactly.
And where over here is level freaking 50. So you're like, la la la, holy shit, something's fucking chasing you, and you're trying to run away.
Yeah, no, I did that where I'm like, there's a part here. And I'm like, I have a level 5 or level 7 sword. And then they attack
anyone.
They attack me with a 45 level sword. I'm like, what the fuck? One hit kill. I'm like,
oh yeah.
And then you respawn in the same area and they all attack you. I'm like, oh god damn it.
So this game, I don't really play a lot of. I guess it plays kind of like an RPG where you have multiple enemies attacking you, and you're just you.
Yeah.
So you're trying to attack. Is it
kill
an
them,
action
whatever kind of action role playing game, maybe?
It's kind of like GTA.
Okay, gotcha.
I guess where it's still not it's not turn based at all.
Yeah.
You still develop your character, and you can upgrade things. My character looks ridiculous. I'm sure everyone's does it the whole time, because you pick up items like cloaks and hats and glasses, and that one has the most defense or the most offense. I'm gonna wear that. You look like you got dressed in the dark. Nothing looks, nothing matches. Nothing looks good. I'm wearing like a freaking turban, or like stupid. Everything looks stupid. You're like, whatever. I'm gonna face. I'm gonna have the most armor that I can right now.
But you're gonna be the strongest. You're like not trying to, not trying to match or whatever.
I think I'm at like level 25 already, and it says I have 25% completed. So I don't know if there's like just 100 levels. I don't know. I don't know, but have a lot to do still. But
it seems like you're really far for a game that's supposed to, or really that big. Is it huge or just really graphic? Like graphics are nuts.
Super graphic, dude. No, it's pretty big. I mean, it's not huge. It's not going to be like a Red Dead or a GTA game,
Breath of the
like
Wild.
the size of it. But what was that?
Or Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, Breath of the Wild's huge.
I got
but
the DLC for that because I watched Nintendo Direct or whatever, and they played another trailer for the new Breath of the Wild 2 that's coming out in May. And I'm like, I got to get back into this game. Let's try it out. And then they had a sale because to hype up the release of the second one.
They got all that stock, dude. They have all the DLC stock.
DLC. Yeah, so I paid for that. It was on sale for like $15. I'm like, might as well get it.
Might as well, dude.
Fucking get this shit
with this game, I've had to do it. Well, sorry, I walked over you.
No, I was just saying. I burped. I was like, and Kyle's like, yeah. How about I'll talk over that? So
you can fade that out,
so
please?
You can cut out the burp on your end, Brian. And I'm like, no, I still need to say this one thing.
No, everyone wants to fucking hear my gastrointestinal tract.
Video games. But yeah, no, I'm like, I'm sucked back into that game. So goddamn good.
Nice.
Brother, you get a Switch, dude.
Yeah.
No.
Can you play that on PC?
No. No.
Why not?
No, absolutely no Nintendo first-party games are ever going to go to PC or any other console.
Yeah.
Not until Nintendo's dead.
Well, Nintendo did that. Don't they? They bought Sega, and they you can play other games on Sega, right?
They didn't buy Sega. Sega just now makes games.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. Anyways, what I wanted to say about final thing, I guess, about this Hogwarts game is I've had to do it twice, where I've had to lower the difficulty because you play it like 6 or 7 times, you keep dying, and like the final time you're almost, gonna kill this thing, and it fucking, you know what? Fuck you. This is how it's gonna go. This is how I'm gonna beat your ass.
Yeah.
Yes. So,
it's not. I mean, it's fun to play a game that's difficult, but when you keep just fucking getting your ass kicked, you're like,
oh yeah.
You know what? I can understand that I don't need to be the best. Easy. Easy.
They have easy, normal, and then hard or whatever, but they have story, which is the easiest, I believe. I have not played easy or hard. I've been playing just a normal, and then I get like, my ass fucking handed to me multiple times. I'm in here cursing over a child's game,
There's a bunch of gamer words coming out of the room.
Yeah.
Okay, like,
my wife's concerned.
I think you should take a break.
Oh, Kyle found a new friend online. You motherfucker. It's been good, but like that it's like embarrassing to admit, but like I had, I'm fighting like 7 enemies at the same time, and I'm finally like wearing them all down. Get down to like, I'm dodging, and finally get down to like the last one, and then dead. I'm like, fuck.
Hack.
Yeah.
Cheap. This is fucking cheap.
It's not against like it's AI enemy.
Yeah.
Hacker.
Hack.
Reporting you. Motherfucker, reporting you, son of a bitch. Yeah, so anyways. That's my what's new. Just been sucked into that game. Yeah. And so it's fun. Exploring, like you said, just seeing more to the world instead of just inside Hogwarts, Okay. Which inside that, by the way, like the buildings super confusing to go around, like to go anywhere.
Okay.
Like levels, it's like levels here. Everything's like this way. There's stairs that go between them, and some don't go to every floor. Oh man. but there's like a map. You can like select somewhere you're going, and it tells you. But you're like running around on stairwells and like, which is kind of the charm of, the game. But anyways,
but real quick,
yes,
I got some Hogwarts for you, pal.
Oh yeah. Let me see it. Whip it out.
And you're like, ew. Got him.
Got me. Well, I guess that's my what's new. What you got?
So I did get a new accessory, so I'm using a different mic today. I've used it before, so I'm using SM57 instead of SM7, like I normally use, because I just want to try this out. So I've talked about it before.
Yeah, it sounds like shit.
Talked about it before, that they're not much of a difference, especially with like post-processing and stuff like that you can do editing-wise. I guess there's less sound rejection from the sides, stuff like that, from the 57 than the SM7. That's why, SM7's great for podcast, broadcast, stuff like that. But, it's like $400 versus like $100.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, shit. I don't know if you really are going to get the huge difference between the two. So I talked about it maybe several months ago about bought a fancy windscreen foam deal. It locks onto the 57, and it's supposed to be better than just like some on stage or Amazon brand like foam piece that you put on a mic. I don't know. I mean, it was like, as
I love
opposed
how
to like
the on stage name. It's like, we're on stage, like we made it there.
Yeah. I mean, they're fine, a foam screen, whatever, but this is like $15 or something like that. So, which is not like gonna break the bank, but it's like as opposed to like 99 cents to $15. So I got this guy, the foam screen, and I think it sounds great, and it's totally a great option. I think I talked about it last time, where I watched a video where the guy who was a voiceover, and I think he did podcast, kind of did the SM7 versus the 57 with one of these. Ooh, see, that's where a little click there. The Shure A2WS windscreen. It's a Shure branded one. Versus the SM7. And I'm like, okay. I was like, well, the better one is B. That's the better one. And like, at the end, B is the SM57. I'm like, God damn, in my ears. I'm fuck, what the hell do I know?
Yeah.
So you can't just, listen with your eyes, but it's also I can't even listen with my ears. But it also goes to show, I'm like, you don't need a $400 mic to do podcasting and stuff like that. So I know that there's also a shock mount for this thing for specifically 5758, which is called the Shure branded Shure A55M. And it's a little bit of a shock mount deal. So
all right,
kind of helps, I don't know, I'm tapping on it a little bit and helps reduce some of the vibrations, I guess. Or if I tap on, now I'm tapping on the mic.
Good vibrations, what we need.
Yeah, but you can't hear it in the mic. Before I'm tapping on the mic, you can't hear it as much. Now I'm tapping on the mic stand. It doesn't transfer through. So I was like, okay.
Oh, I got a hammer here. Hold on, so you can hear this one.
Yeah, you smack your own mic. So, I mean, this was like another like $20, $15 maybe. So, but like for under another $40.
Yeah.
And for $100 mic, you can get a really good sounding like podcast setup. And then I'm also going to have this to where I can just have this on a mic stand for my videos for YouTube that I'm, eventually going to start doing again. Because not that I'm always thinking of like, well, anything that I can use to just, pull back on setup time. Because I always think for, voiceover stuff or like parts where you're talking about like this pedal today that I'm doing. My favorite way of doing that is through an SM7. It's like, but I mean, the mic is in the shot of the video. I don't give a fuck. It's the best sounding. I don't think anybody watching YouTube videos is like, oh man, I really wish that mic wasn't in the shot.
It's like a Kermit voice? Kermit. Just deeper, like in a Oh no!
Kermit grew up.
Like lower register. Kermit grew up. I always thought of them as adults, anyways.
Yeah, no, he is adult. He's grown tired.
He's got adult problems too.
Yeah, being
like no one else has adult problems like Kermit does.
In a domestic violence relationship with a pig.
Yeah, pretty much.
She just beats the fuck out of him all the time.
Yeah.
He's like taking a toll on him. I don't know. I find respite in watching YouTube videos of the tone jerks.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So I think it's great. So I can always have this set up on a mic stand, so I can just pull it out of the closet. Boom, done. Whereas I don't have to transfer the SM7 over, which really would take a minute or so. Anyways, it's just something that I'm like, I have plenty of 57s if I can like punch one of them up to make it sound a little bit better. And I think it sounds great. So yeah. So once again, if you have a Shure 57 and you want like, oh, I want a SM7, you don't really need to buy it. And I think it looks fine for the podcast here.
If you want to look sick, then yeah, dude, get one.
I think it looks fine. It looks fine.
Yeah.
But
get me had.
So that's kind of one gear thing that I've been working on here. It's something that I've like for a while, but I should get it, and then finally did, and I don't know, I think it's a great second like mic setup for podcasting. Let's see. Oh, so I guess last week, Friday, I put a bonus episode, which was the Off the Rails I do with Austin Train.
Yeah.
So he's a comedian friend of mine. I guess it's my third podcast I have. So I put that out just to be like, okay, let me put something. And Kyle said, whatever. It's like, that's fine.
Fuck.
And then Austin, I didn't even ask Austin. I'm like, hey, can I put this on our tone jerk? He's like, oh, yeah, no, that's whatever. But it was kind of funny. I got actually pretty good feedback. Nobody has said it sucks. And if whatever. They're still getting this episode, just a couple days late.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. Like I would think about it. I'm like, maybe because I've been watching too much South Park. I remember when there was an episode where it was like they were going to reveal Cartman's dad, Eric Cartman's dad. And it's like, oh, who's the character that's Cartman's dad? And then we're going to find out. But that episode is not airing tonight because we're going to play an episode of Terrence and Phillip. Not without my anus. And then that shows instead of the episode of, South Park releasing Cartman's dad.
Oh man, I bet people were so pissed.
They were pissed. This is fucking stupid. I remember watching it as a kid, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? I mean, it's still funny, actually, because it's just, their renditions of Terrence and Phillip are Canadians. Everybody just farts.
Yeah.
And then I wonder if that was, not that we're like South Park level, even at, their peak. But I wonder if people like tuned in, it's like listening, like, what the fuck happened to Kyle? He's definitely sounds different. Kyle's a lot more risque now. But so, people, be sure to check out Off the Rails with Austin Train. And then,
so I got to jump in on that at some point.
I'm sure we can make it work.
Long distance one.
Yeah. It's been a lot of fun doing that. So, but as far as music wise, getting back to that whole thing. So I think I've talked about a song that I was kind of starting to demo on my own. It's like an idea I've had for years and tried to, bring it out to the band playing without a pilot when we were, playing together. And it's just the drummer at the time. He would just, sometimes we would have drummers. It was like, I need everything written and like, exactly. I'm like, what about ideas? We try and progress with ideas?
Yeah.
How many times am I playing this? I'm like, I don't know yet. Where are the lyrics? I'm like, I don't have those yet. And so
wrote it down on the whiteboard so you could see.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know. Then I don't want to play it. I'm like, okay, so that would like kind of sometimes stifle, right? Stifle creativity. But it was like a song, probably 2010 or 11, I had this idea. And it's just been kind of just like kicking around in my head. And then I'm starting to demo it out. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, it's sounding more fleshed out in a demo, but I still need to go through and kind of piece it together and then go through and re-record all the parts. Because right now it's just playing over the same drum track. There's no stops in the drums. There's no parts in the drums. Yeah, whatever. And then, but we'll come back to that in a second. My band, just in case, we're writing new material. Got some new shit going on. We have at least 3 new songs in the works. One of them's like pretty much done. It's, fleshed out the way we need to. And we've been going back and forth and kind of, I'm thinking from the last EP that we did, there's some songs I'm like, okay, this part is just too long. We should have cut that in half. The woulda, coulda, shoulda, the Captain Hindsight thing. And now I'm like, okay, as we're writing it, I need to say these things and just at least voice my opinion, because it's like, okay, we're doing this now. We're all more comfortable. We kind of know what we want out of the band. And I'm like, okay, well, there's a part where music, instead of playing the riff between a chorus or whatever, like 4 times. And then what about 2 times? Like, we can just do it once. And then, we were like, whoa. And it totally worked. It's like, we don't need huge music breaks. So we're cutting things down, and then that song is totally pretty much done. And then like Adam has an idea and Brian has an idea and we work it out. It's like everybody's we have one song that's pretty much all the way done. And then we have others that we're structuring and adding lyrics here and there. Adam's, in the shop. And then so I'm like, okay, for an EP we want, I think we're trying to go for like 5 songs, 5 to 6 maybe. Not not to say like this is the number, this is the goal. It's like, I don't know, something to shoot for.
It's all right. It's all right to have a goal, dude.
Yeah. And then so I'm like, okay, we've had 3 now, and then like we don't want to just like, hey Adam, what's the next one? Adam, where's the next one? Adam, where's the, because like that's not the best way to create anything. And so I was like, at a certain point now, I was like, what about, I have a song idea. Do you want to try this out? And they're like,
oh, what?
I think, like Brian instantly looked at Adam, was like, is Adam gonna explode? It's like, what? No. He's like, yeah, let's try it. And then it kind of works because of where we're writing and stuff like that now. It's a lot more collaborative. So it's not even just like, this is my song. It's like, no, let's bring it to the table, and then it's gonna be completely different by the time we're done with it anyways. But these are like the parts, the ideas I have. And then so we're turning that song. This was just going to be a song idea for the band I don't have. And so instead of doing that, let's actually do it for the band that I do have currently. So it's something that different than they've ever done, but we're kind of writing stuff that's a little bit not just in casey anyways. So let's say let's throw it out there. So far it's not like I'm not kicked out of the band yet. But it's definitely a swing kind of shuffle feel. So I was like, Brian can play that. He's like, okay, I don't think we have anything really like that. Because their style is like pretty much straightforward.
The bassist wrote this song?
Yeah.
No,
what they said? I don't fucking think so. But it's a song that I'm like, I probably wouldn't sing it anyways. So maybe we start writing it and then Adam can play guitar to it. But it's just, bass heavy, going back and forth, like.
Hit my sneeze button.
It's kind of fast, but it's like, like, all right. And then like, we've never, just in case, has never really done that. So I'm like, all right, you guys don't mind that it's different? They're like, no, it's great. So we're already kind of going forward. So it's essentially I have a demo that I'm never going to finish because it's actually just going to be a just in case song, which I think is cooler anyways, So that's, I'm in a band that I really enjoy playing in, and I'm able to have my song ideas that I can bring to the table that aren't going to just get shit out. I'm like, no. So it's cool. Not that I didn't have that in playing, but it's like, oh, just in case. For a while was me just filling in and learning their material. Now that we're writing, it's becoming more super collaborative, and it's a lot of fun. So maybe that's another thing for me that's like, oh, cool. I am just another song that I'm not going to finish because I don't need to anymore because we're going to finish it as a band instead of me just in my bedroom, which isn't a bad thing, I would say. So yeah, that's I would say that's kind of it for what's news I have going on. So we had a topic that was kind of loosey goosey, I would say. So it's not like a really like, let's get to the bottom of this, Kyle. Okay, so let me try and talk it out and then see where we go from here. So, I don't know, the idea, do you like the idea of like collecting things or just having things? So, I would say that I don't have a collector's mindset towards stuff. Like, I like my pedals, I like my guitars and stuff like that. And they are, yes, technically a collection of things.
Yeah.
But I'm not like trying to have a complete set. Not like collecting them in a way that it's like, here, let's say what I'm trying to say here. So like, say if like, oh, I'm gonna collect all the mini MXR pedals. That'd be a collection.
Yeah.
Or, as opposed to me, like I have the Phase 95 and Carbon Copy Mini because they're fucking sick. I like those. So those are added to the pedals that I own, which are my pedal collection.
You have 2 MXR pedals, you're a collector already.
Yeah. It's not, I guess this isn't really like a defined collection. But it's like, okay, so my YouTube algorithm is I like a lot of guitar related stuff and music. And so I also like video games and shit like that on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I watch the studio tours like Andrew Masters and shit like that. And that also brings up like other non-Andrew Masters studio tours, which I like those. But because it's like, oh, you also watch video game shit or retro games and stuff like that. Here are YouTubers that they're showing off their game room collection or whatever. They have like, which is cool to have that. It's like, oh, here's my basement that I have converted into all my game shit. I'm like, Jesus Christ. This is growing up. Yeah. This is what being an adult is. This is a 35-year-old man who's, has all his shit in the basement, which is cool. He's got a house. And he's doing the YouTube thing. But I kind of watched some of those, and I would say those boys and girls over there have collections because they like, it's like I'm collecting all the North American released N64 cartridges. There's like 140 maybe. It's something in that ball range, Christ. Which that's attainable collection, right? It's still a lot of shit, but it's like they're kind of collecting it, which isn't like a stigma against it, but it's like they're collecting it just to have it. Not because they really want it.
They want to, they don't want to play the game.
Yeah. And then it's like all the Nintendo Wii U releases because that had such a short life. That's attainable,
Yeah.
But it could be like somebody who's like, oh, I have pedals. Like I have, I think somebody who's would have a collection would be like Josh Scott. When he goes over his videos, I have all the DoD circuits of the 250 or whatever. I have all these Boss pedals. I have every Boss pedal ever made. Blah blah blah. I would not. Maybe he does. I would assume so. Probably. That guy has a collection of pedals. He's a pedal collector, but also a builder, and it's a passion of his. But he's still a piece of shit.
Fuck that guy.
I was saying too many positive things about him. I don't really have a problem with the guy. But I would say that's more of a pedal collection. So I don't know. I didn't really have a question there, but thoughts? It's like someone who posted some dumb fucking thing or a bullshit topic or article in a group. Thoughts, everybody?
Doesn't put any work into like actually asking a question.
Yeah, going in a big group like Pedalboards Doom. Thoughts? Does anybody?
You just want to be the first person to post it in the group.
Exactly.
Oh, I'm here first. Sorry, guys.
I love that. Does anybody else? What? Thoughts? I'm gonna do low effort bits. Thought? That's me on the.
I can copy and paste a fucking link.
This is me who's copy and pasting a thought I had in my head. What about this?
With
Kyle?
with a fucking misleading headline.
Yeah, something like that. But now this is me just to you, Kyle. I'm like, all right, do legwork. Thoughts?
Well, I have a pedal collection, right? But I also have like inside that collection, I have other collections. Is this kind of what you're getting at, or what? I mean,
I would say I don't have that mindset. The pedals I have, like, because I want to use them or because they mean something to me.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of the ones I have kept have been gifts, or I know the builders or something. So it's like I may not use them, but I'm like that's why I keep them, and they're part of my pedal collection. But I'm not seeking things out to like complete something. Like I gotta have them all thing.
Because I think I don't think I have a true complete collection.
Yeah.
of anything.
Oh, but do you have a desire to?
I guess. I don't know. Maybe my MXR, like the vintage ones I have, is kind of a complete one. I don't think there's anything else in that AC pedal line.
Yeah, that you need to get or want to get.
So I have a delay. I have an EQ, which EQ's not. I mean, it's like an old EQ. It doesn't sound very clear. The best thing in there's the flanger. I have the stereo chorus also. Mm-hmm. So I mean, there's probably there's the distortion 2 or something, or distortion 1, whatever the distortion pedal is, would be the other one. But that one's like a $400 pedal. So, I mean,
yeah.
Anyways, so
maybe collections are more specific, right?
Yeah. I mean, like sometimes I want to start like, oh shit, I have the one pedal of that, Boss line. Maybe I need to get some more of those, which I do. I need to get some more of the 20 series. So I want to get some more of those.
Yeah, you have the SL20.
The SL20, yeah.
Which that is really attainable. Well,
not anymore.
Not super attainable. Maybe
they're like they're like 250 like the lowest.
Shit, I was about to say you could probably get that whole thing for under $1,000. But no. Think again, Charlie.
Yeah. So I'd like to, of course, I mean, I'd want to get a Mobius also.
Get the trifecta finished.
Yeah. But, some of those things cost money and,
I think
have other priorities
should
now,
be the next pedal you get.
Yeah.
I think you'd be really happy with those 3.
Yeah. Mobius Timeline and Big Sky. But I think I'd have to dive a little more into Strymons and maybe get like I don't have to, but like maybe some of their dirt. I don't know.
Yeah, what you would try and make like your goal idea is to make
I'm just an idiot. Yeah, like I have these. I have to keep going with this one brand.
Get the brand board that they send to shops or bring to NAMM. That's what Kyle is like. Yes, this is a goal unlocked.
You fucking sponsored? Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a shitload of MXR pedals, but there's still more that I want, even from
racking up that Visa, baby.
They have more pedals they've released recently that I'm like, oh shit, I want that. There's always new shit coming out all the time. Like even with Walrus, they have that one noisemaker. Is it a noisemaker? It's like the I can't remember what it has. A big knob on it. I can't remember what it is.
Hell yeah!
Vibrant color.
There one that came out that has one of those joysticks on it or some shit.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. It doesn't have a knob. It has has a joystick on it.
Yeah.
I can't remember what that one is. Fuck. Oh well. Yeah, but I want that. I don't even know. Oh, it shows it right here. It's the Wall of Noise.
Okay.
Yeah, I might look in right now on Reverb, by the way, which is a reverb and distortion. I don't need that.
Mm-hmm.
I already have a lot of their reverbs. I have the Slow, and I have the Fathom, and I have the Descent.
Yeah.
I have a lot of their reverbs.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, no, I get it. It's kind of like
it's an illness.
No, it's not even. I think that's the difference between a collector's mindset and just like, gas, as they say, or like gear. Like I just want things. So, I mean, you can go to so many things. I know for like, let's say, just because I was watching them, like the video game collectors. Like I don't really have that in me to collect and have a collection of stuff. And because I don't know, like I have some physical Switch games because I know you can buy a lot of things digital nowadays.
Yeah.
To me, I just like the idea of like, oh, well, I don't have to waste space on my memory card for this.
Yeah.
But it's also cool to have the cartridge. I don't think it runs any different. But it's not like... And nowadays, with games, they don't come with a fucking, instruction booklet, nothing in there. It's just, here's the fucking cartridge.
It's a case.
Put that thing in there. I think cartridge is about the size of SD card nowadays. For Switch.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Pretty small.
Damn.
Pretty sweet. Well, you can take them on the go. But I'm like, I have them, not that I'm collecting them. Just nice to have. And I guess the cool thing with that is if you have a physical game, you could always sell it later. But I'm like trying not to burp over here.
Just blow me away.
Yeah, and then so another thing too, I guess, not that I'm super into it, although I should be. I have friends who are collectors of anime figures. They have a lot more than I do, and they spend a lot more money on them than I do. Like, you can spend like a couple $100s on one. I'm like, Jesus Christ. And then so they'll do that just to have a complete set of something.
Yeah.
Oh, I have all from like this release, and then I'm like, there's 9 of those, and they're $200 a piece.
Jesus Christ.
All right. Where I'm like, what about just having the one that you like? Just kind of putting it up. And he's like, no, you got to have the whole set. I'm like, all right, cool. Some people have that mindset. I'm like, oh, I got to get all of this like limited Walrus release, and that's one that does a pretty cool release schedule. They do their own themes, and a lot of times, like there was the last one, which was kind of like traditional Japanese art and kanji that they did. I think this past Black Friday, I believe. And I'm like, that was one I was like, okay, I kind of could have gotten one of those.
Yeah, you should have. Idiot.
I'm sure I could find it, but it's like that would be somebody who buys every single one to have like, I have the 2022 limited release from Walrus.
Yeah, I don't know about that, where it's like you get the whole
the
picture.
Whole thing. Yeah.
Well, like they have, you put them all together, and there's like 6 petals. They make one sci-fi like action sequence across them.
They did that too, but it's also just to have them. You know,
I'm like, oh god, it's like $1,200.
But you know, for them, it's cool because it's like, oh, I like these petals and I have them all.
Yeah.
Or it's like, my collection is all the EVH pedals. You know,
that's a good one.
That wouldn't be too bad, but it's like that's his little collection. Or like a bunch of EVH stuff is my collection that I like to have.
I guess outside of like music shit that I like to collect, I don't really have anything else besides guns, but I don't have to get everything from a manufacturer. I just want certain things. I guess I'm different when it comes to that.
Ask that. It's like, you have guns. You know, to me, I think it's a shitload, but probably to other people, it's like, no, not a lot. But it's like for you
got a bitch collection there. I know. I'm trying.
Other people just talk you down. It's like, you got rookie numbers. You got to step that up.
I'm sorry.
I'm trying. But it's like, you have guns in a collection of yours. You could say you have a collection of guns, but they're not like certain types or from a certain brand or, you know, certain year or whatever. It's like you just have what you like. It's like your guitar. It's like you have a guitar collection, but it's not like thought behind it, you know?
I guess PV, like let's say if I wanted to expand on PV, I'd want a bass amp, you know?
Yeah.
With a head and a cabinet, possibly, or if it was a really good combo, right? But also, I mean, I'm working on that T60 still. I got to swing by and drop the rest of that off.
How much you got left on that?
Let's see. I'm about halfway on it. I've only paid like $300 so far.
Yeah.
On it.
So
I think it was like $750 or whatever with tax.
Mm-hmm.
So got a little bit more.
So
not quite halfway.
Play-by-play with the mic. So I'm finding the wind rejection on this is not as good as a SM7.
Oh yeah.
Kind of hear some of that. Which is not
like a fucking bowl.
Like a post, I could probably cut some of that out, but
yeah, that's fine. Okay.
Just the difference, but it's still $140 versus $400.
The budget, it's a lot better.
Balling on a budget. I think that's what RJ says. You got a ball on a budget.
Yeah. I have some balls on a budget right here for you, pal.
Yeah, you give me 2 tacos from Jack in the Box. You can have it, my ball.
You can juggle these bees if you want.
But you just like a punching bag.
Oh, God. You said I can do whatever I want.
And God, you're like, oh, yeah. So I guess I don't think of it as much, but I guess the only amps that I own and the only amps I can justify owning are orange, because I've already got a thing going on here. So I guess I do have a collection going on. My amps are all orange. and the next amps I want to get, all orange. So I want, Warren Path here, but it's like orange 8200 for bass. I want one of those. What if I need a portable head? The bass orange little bass thing, or an orange bass terror head. I can bring that to
Jesus.
a gig.
Christ.
The tube 8200, totally impractical, but it's fucking cool. I would like one. And then guitar, I would like an OR50, which is more their classic amp. 50-watt version, or really, and not or, I would really like a dual dark 50, which is their metal amp.
Yeah, but you can't play that.
Yeah, but I'd like to have it.
Just limiting you.
Kyle,
you suck.
You can't play that, and I play and Kyle, you're like, oh shit. Kyle, you're like, I'm wrong.
Lose my mind.
Oh, whoa. You just start going and flailing your arms like, whoa. You take your headset off and run circles around your room. If I play CKY on an amp, you're like, whoa.
Oh, fuck, this motherfucker can play.
You run through the wall and there's a Kyle.
I'm on the phone.
This fucker can play. You hear him just vibe, like hitting strings way too hard so they buzz on the fretboard. And Kyle, like, I
this
thought
your cousin? Yeah, I do the whole
Back to the Future thing.
Yeah. Marvin Berry?
We talked about this. But I like when you grab a guitar and you're like, oh, he tests out amp settings. You hit this, like, purposely hit the string so hard that it rattles and slaps. Like the whole thing's like gonna, like, bucking Broncos. Oh,
it's pretty good that amp didn't explode.
And then, like, the stronger you hit it, the more power is going to go to the amp. Yeah. I can see if it can take it. Or you hit boom.
Well, I'm playing like a fucking bassist would, you know?
Yeah. It's like what pick you use, it's a fucking brick, and you just like boom.
Just dig into that finish on a new guitar somewhere.
Your music shop.
No one's going to want to let me play their guitars at these shows now.
Yeah.
Someone's going to be like, what the fuck?
The fuck, dude? This guy's so good. He hits that guitar
guy
so hard.
Playing with an ice pick.
Yeah. And I start playing like that, and you're like, taught him everything he knows. Anyways, yeah. And then I was thinking eventually, this is all just hypothetical, that it's like, oh, it's just like, your virtual window shopping. I'm like, man, I need one.
Yeah.
I should get that. Eventually, I should probably get a solid state amp. So I would get the orange Super Crush 100. So I have a clean, it has a clean on it, so it's a solid state. I'm like, all right. Which the power section on that is the Pedal Baby or whatever, orange amp.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
So it's actually like supposed to be a really good, clean amp.
All right. I've been looking at pedals while you're talking right here. You probably figured that out. But this guy I'm looking at Walrus Voyager, right? Because I have two of them.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, what else do they got? This guy literally in the description, Walrus Audio Voyager Preamp Overdrive 2020s. Yeah. Like, it's a different artwork. It's a limited edition artwork for 2020s. The 2020s are not over yet.
Yeah.
So it just seems kind of, it's not like 2010s. Okay, that makes sense because it's like, that happened. Like, this decade's not over yet, dude. And
essentially, what he's got, 3 years and 2 months.
Yeah,
that you can choose from.
It's
probably like, released sometime in there.
And he also has this thing listed at $252. So
what the fuck is
what
that?
A fucking joke.
Yeah,
fucking joke.
Which one's the Voyager?
It's
Wait, no, that's the one with the spaceman on it.
Yeah, it's one with the space station, or like the telescope.
What's
whatever.
the spaceman one?
With Voyager on it, huh?
Which one's the spaceman one?
That's also Voyager.
Ooh.
That's 2001 Space Odyssey.
Okay, gotcha.
So
Okay. That's special edition.
I was looking at the other ones. They have like the tattoo line, you know, the Ink series.
For like the Sailor
really
Jerry drinkers out there.
Yeah, it looks like Sailor Jerry. They have the one that's like the splatter paint, which is kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Which it looks like it was done. I don't know. I have to check other ones to see if it was actually. It looks like it's printed. Who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks like it's printed. Anyways.
Yeah. I mean, I don't. Not to say like discrediting collections and stuff like that. Like I said, I guess I found out I'm a collector of orange amps.
Yeah.
And I
more like a collector of bullshit.
Bullshit. I'm not even playing half the ones that I have, but I'm like, I should get more.
Yeah.
If we ever get a studio for our band, I'm gonna move my half stack and pick one of my heads to go over there. I'm like, well, I have empty space in my rack. I gotta buy another amp.
I gotta do it.
So, but, yeah. So I would say, and then the thing is, why are you only collecting orange amps? Because they're all fucking sick, and I like them.
Because they're orange, dude. I love Halloween.
Well, it's got, yeah. That's a certain point. I'm like, oh. I'm even looking. I'm like, oh, what if I got another amp? The two other amps I would get first are so vastly different from each other, and then they're not orange. That makes me think, like, I could never get those. They're not orange. Back of the line in my brain.
Yeah.
My head compartment of all these things I'm going to buy with the money that I don't have is like a tweed amp, out there smoking all the tweeds, is one that I'm looking
Tweedles.
At Tweedledee.
Got my tweed dealer.
Yeah, the tweed is the Morgan Tweed 20. So
Morgan Tweed 20.
It's a 20-watt, tweeb. That would be my amp.
You're a tweeb. You got two of those? Oh, looks like we got a tweeb on our hands.
You got, get a tweeb. And I would just like take all the tweed Tolex off of that and then refinish it in just like anime manga decoupage or whatever. Oh, damn, that's not a bad idea.
God.
Oh my God.
That would be so horrible.
I think it'd be pretty good.
Just with the freaking clear coat over that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And just ruin like $1,000
anime titties all over the place.
I didn't say hentai, but yeah, probably maybe some in there.
No, they don't. They have them in. They're everywhere. They don't have to be bare.
Yeah.
But you're putting your waifus up on there.
Yeah. There's a lot of them. A lot of waifus out there. Be careful. And then it sounds like
quicksand.
Mm-hmm. So, and then also I can't stop looking at them. I'm like, I think I'm gonna come back. I'm like, if I can ever find one at a good price, which there's several of them in Texas, I might have you go out there and dick them down, and then pay them for it.
Which one? What is it?
The Marshall DSL 50 JCM 2000.
Oh, so I was showing you those the other day.
There's some good ones. I think San Antonio. There's one for like the best price I saw was like in the 500s, but local pickup only. I'm like,
that's not too far away.
But I'm like, it's an amp that I'm like, I'm not even playing some of the ones I have now, but I'm like, I would love to have that. I've talked about it on the episode with Johnny. It's like, I just want to relive my glory days. Glory days. Get the two biggest Soma side stage amps of our generation, which was the Marshall JCM 2000. Probably get the 50-watt version. And get Mesa dual rectifier 2 channel. That's it. Get two of those bad boys, and I'm like, then I can just start wearing my Dickies shorts and the Hurley t-shirt. Start spiking my hair again.
Dude, they still sell those at Walmart. I saw them the other day. I'm like,
with the cell phone pocket.
I don't know. I didn't look, but I bet there is a cell phone pocket. Dude.
I gotta get a pair of that.
They ran out of ideas on those things a long time ago. Or I should say they were perfected a long time ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Dickies. I'm like, I should start getting those again. I wonder if I can pull it off at work wearing shorts.
Yeah,
Dickie shorts.
I guess if we're still on the topic of collections, I have like a unintentional collection, which is like sci-fi based, inspired either the graphic or the name.
Yeah.
So, and I don't know. I kind of like, ooh, I could add that to something. Anyways,
You kind of have. I mean, I don't know. This is probably unintentional. You have like a pretty big like shoe and boot collection. But it's just stuff that you've gotten over the years.
I guess you're right. Yeah, I have some from work, and that's kind of what kicked me into, like, oh, these are nice shoes. Let me just get some more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I do have a huge shoe collection.
Don't you have like at least 4 or 5 pairs of Red Wings, like the American-made ones?
Yeah.
That's so much. Most people are like, I want to have one pair, and you just happen to like come across them. You're like, oh, here, I got these.
Yeah.
Didn't you get the loggers for like really cheap, $80?
Yeah, I got them for like 100 or something, or maybe under, and then I resold them for 100. So they're.
Do you ever wear those bad boys?
I haven't worn them in a while.
Because they fucking make you like what? Give you another 3 inches or something like that?
Yeah, just about. I should probably measure, but yeah, it's about 3. So like maybe like 2 or a little more than that.
You got to start ducking when you go into doorways.
Yeah. You're like fucking, just carry around a freaking axe.
You're like fucking Lurch coming in around the corner there.
Yeah, no, those are a good deal. And even the guy who I've resold them through, he was like, oh dang. He's like, these are, like 20 years old or something. They were older. They weren't like vintage necessarily, but usually you don't see those boots last that long because they get used, Either the leather eventually rips or whatever, and so he was kind of stoked on it. He's like, these are sick.
Yeah, I think
which is always cool when like the professional, like let's say you take your guitar in or something, or you take your car in somewhere and someone thinks it's cool.
You're like,
hell yeah, dude, it is fucking sick.
Yeah, it's like a couple small things to go with that. It's like my guitar, when I took my red Squire Strat, it is just disgusting and stickerfied, and stickers are peeling off, and like it has like just
white bodily fluids all over it.
Disgusting fretboard, from all the waifu stickers on there. But like the kid who checked it in, he was a younger guy, early 20s probably. He was like, "Oh God." And then the guy who owns the shop, he's like, "Oh man, this is fucking awesome. I love seeing guitars."
Bitch.
He's like, I love seeing guitars that are played. You played the fucking hell out of this thing. I'm like, I did, yeah, I have, and I will. So it's just funny when somebody was like, "Ew, that's gross," as opposed to somebody who's like, "This is great. This is really cool."
No, it's definitely cool.
Or I had somebody, I was just at going to a liquor store, like I do. And somebody's like talking about my truck. They're like, "Man, this is a great year. 2004 F-150. Yeah, dude.
That guy's probably blowing smoke up your ass.
No, because he has the same exact one. He pulled up right next to mine. He has the same exact year, same exact truck. And they were just talking about it. It was like, "Oh, did you ever have this problem or whatever with the steering wheel?" I'm like, I'm like, I don't. Anyway, I'm like, "Yeah, I've had actually a problem like this. So far, that thing has been okay." He's like, "Oh man. But oh no, they're still pretty great trucks." I'm like, "You're right, yes." He's like, "How many miles you got on that thing?" I'm like, "Well, I'm at like 155. I'm gonna get it to 200." He's like, "Dude, I'm at 240 right now. You're gonna get there and surpass that, no problem. Truck's gonna be with you for a long time."
Keeping your boys lifted. That's what that dude's doing.
No, because he has
got this, dude.
I think we're bound. Actually, the enthusiasm is bouncing back and forth because he has that truck, I have that truck, and I'm like, yeah. It is a good truck. Fuck what Kyle says.
I never said it's bad.
I'm teasing.
But collections, hold on. Look what I found.
Yeah.
Hold on, let's see what pops up.
Kamakura collection.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking of getting.
Dude, you got a credit card. Just fucking drop it right here.
Well, because, they do have a couple waifus on there.
$21.70. Comes out of Texas. Free ship. He's got 2 whole sets in stock.
Yeah, because I was looking at I think because I don't have it, the phaser.
The Lillian.
Okay, Lillian. Yeah, I wanted to say Emmeline, but that's
that's someone else.
Not even close. That's a person. Well, so is Lillian. But that's sick.
Yeah, dude. You should fucking get it, dude. It's waiting right here.
I don't need it. I need to spend my money on anime figures, dude. I need to save it for a PS5.
No, you should just buy that for me.
Yeah. And
You can play it. I'll let you play it, and then you can send it when you're done.
Because you send everything but the Lillian.
I'll be all right with that. That one.
You
Just
can
like
keep it- you
an
can
odd
keep-
number of pedals.
Yeah. You can keep the Lillian, and then I'll have the rest. I'm like, oh, that's the smartest thing you said all day.
You pay $2,100 for all that, and then you're like,
Look, Brian, since
Bye.
you still have my Sans amp, you keep the Sans amp, and you send me all these pedals. How about that? I'm like, Kyle, that's
Yeah.
the smartest thing you said all week.
I love that Sans amp. You're right.
And the way that you still can't let anything go, you would still be like, I can't take all those pedals and lose one. Fuck that. Fuck that.
So good. I make the deal and still come over and kick your ass and take
like,
it from you. By force.
You're going to feel the wrath of me. Oh, God. What the fuck are we doing, dude? Let's bring it in for a landing, huh? I think it's just getting silly. We haven't talked in a long time.
Yeah.
It's been a little over a week. Oh, geez. And then we got to do some living because when we do the next episode. Or, you know what? The next episode needs to be, maybe we could do some topics. I'm going to cut this part.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Let's bring it in for a landing. What do you say?
Let's do it.
All right. Just want to say thank you for tuning into the Tone Jerks podcast, ma'am. You just did that. You adjusted your... Ma'am.
Ma'am.
You get a spitter in your room. Bing.
Hold my spitter.
Yeah. But, yeah. Thanks for tuning into the Tone Jerks podcast. If you like what you hear, you can follow along on social media. We're on Facebook. We have a Facebook group linked in the description. And then we're on Instagram at the Tone Jerks, posting cool shit on the reg. And then we're on YouTube, like we said earlier. Give us a sub, give us a dom. Help, keep this train rolling here. And then, yeah, if you like the show, you can give us a 5-star rating, or whatever you think we deserve on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, wherever they rate the podcast. It'd be appreciated. And if you really, really like the show, you can help support us on Patreon for as little as $1 a month. You keep the lights on here. Keep the light on for you. For as little as $1 a month, you can help support the show. But for $2 a month, you get an extra episode every week. You get a huge shout out, a sizable acknowledgement. But, about the extra episodes. I hear this on some other podcasts. They kind of mention it. I guess sometimes they don't know. They're like, oh, what happens with these? You get an extra episode every Tuesday, but then you get the whole back catalog of all the episodes that we've done. So we were up to 270 this week on the old Patreon over there. So 270 bonus episodes. That's nuts. So,
I remember when I used to be 270.
I don't, yeah. I haven't yet. The only keto is keeping it down a little bit. I did have a cheat day. We will go over that next week.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Does that apply for everything in life too? Like you can cheat on your DMV course or the test?
Yeah.
And
just say, oh, it's my cheat day.
So you add all the cheats on GTA.
Yeah, no,
I'm having a cheat day.
This is my 1078th cheat day for GTA. But anyways, you get all the bonus episodes. You get them every Tuesday to a super secret bonus podcast feed over there for $2 a month. But just for the support, we want to give you all a huge shout out, sizable acknowledgement. Kyle, you got a list over there?
I got it right here.
Why don't you give it to? Aw, damn it. Hit my mic.
That's why that mic sucks.
Because you can't do like the.
Yeah, you can't do it. Yeah, you
can't
suck,
do the cartoon
dude.
like I'm crazy.
Roger Rabbit shit.
They go to somebody who's like, is this person insane? Well, I don't know. Let's check in on him. How are you?
That man is
That guy's crazy.
batshit crazy.
Crazy.
We have Andrew Walsh from Andrew's Alcove and the Second Button Podcast. We have Abe Newman, Michael Newman, Nicholas Payson, Nicholas Ogburn, Doug King, Doug Christ from 37 Effects, Joe from the Like Mind Network, Will Lehue from Energy Weapon, and Tony DeGraw from the Signal Path Podcast. They're all doing Masters of the Cinematic Universe and the Just Surprise Me Podcast. Texas State Boggle Champs and Texas Size 10-4. They're doing it all, folks. They're doing it all.
They're doing it, folks. It's pretty good. Actually, Will Lehue has a new podcast, which is very off the rails. Not like the train podcast.
Yeah.
Totally different type of thing. It's called Sharing Maps Podcast. It's kind of more talking about spirituality and talking about maybe...
Interesting. He's never told me about
religious things or higher powers and stuff like that. Not necessarily... Kind of diving into different beliefs and stuff like that.
All right.
It's out of left field, and it's wild stuff. It's actually pretty good. Really well done. So check that out.
Nice.
I just started...
Sharing Maps.
Sharing Maps.
Nice. We got R.J. Smith from Teletalks, Jamie Davis, Johnny Ray, Steve Ralph from 60 Cycle, almost said the other word.
What?
Jum. What's the other one?
60 Cycle. Yum.
60 Cycle.
Yum. Instead of Red Robin. Yum. I like that. You should start... Actually, let's pitch that to them and sell it to them.
Yeah.
We'll do an ad for you guys if it's 60 Cycle. Or no. 60 Cycle. Yum.
I'm sure it's been done, right?
Damn it. That would suck if it did.
Kevin E. Quits from Quits Guitars. Co Schneider from the band Night Tides. Playing near you somewhere, probably, if you're in the United States. Alvaro.
West Coast Tour. Check them out.
Alvaro Viramontes. Brian Nutter of Nutter Guitars. Mel Chipson of Chipson Guitars, not actually making anything. Sean Arbo from Gun Street Wiring Shop, actually making a lot of things. What was that?
He's making me crazy.
Yeah. Sean Fahey from the band Shadowhounds. Sean Wright from Lollygagger Effects. Juan Ortiz from Tone Hungry Effects.
Not
Mike.
We got pump the brakes.
Oh, that's
Sean,
right.
Everybody's doing something else. I love it when everybody is thriving and doing some cool shit here. Our boy Sean Wright from Lollygagger has started a new YouTube channel.
It's called How to Fucking Solder.
How to Fucking Solder. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I actually am subscribed to. And,
oh yeah.
am looking forward to learning how to solder because I've done soldering and it's just been like, well, that worked. It's like falling down the stairs and landing on your feet. You're like, oh shit.
If while you're soldering, it's starting to smell like bacon, it means you're holding you're holding it like a pencil, which you probably shouldn't be.
Yeah.
All the way down at the end of the lid. Yeah. Bring it back a little bit.
Sean Wright, I am your student.
Oh man, I remember one time I was soldering something that I like. Oh, let me put a little pressure on it. And I put my finger on it. I'm like, that was my finger on like the hot tip, like not on the tip itself, but like on the shaft.
Just hell yeah. It was too hot for you. Huh?
One finger, yeah,
too hot to handle. XXX.
Yeah, definitely burned my fucking finger.
But
anyways, it's like 700 fucking degrees.
We can all learn something from Sean Wright over there. Give his YouTube a
his secret tips,
special tips.
He got a tip for you.
Hot tips.
Juan Ortiz from Tone Hungry Effects, Mike Oxbig, Hugh G-Rection, and Denny Wack did. And Zach Hale did it.
Yeah.
Eric Moore from YouTube and Instagram. Check him out. Scott Hamilton from the Effects Loop Podcast.
Check him out.
Tim Nowick from Bardic Audio Devices.
Check him out.
Tyler Rhines from Tyler KC Riffs on Instagram. Matthew Fenslaw. Matthew Davis. Chase Stevens, and Pete from over there.
All right.
That's the list.
Yeah, a little longer this episode. We got through it. Woo, 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 woo.
Yeah.
We will see you next time. We love you. Boy.
Bye.